Hey Team 21 Day, today we're working the biceps. All right, we like having triceps clearly for our tank top muscle. The biceps are an important muscle just as much as the triceps for carrying groceries or pulling anything up towards you. There are two parts to the biceps, the big head, the little head of the bicep. We'll be working both parts today. Grab your heavy and your light weights and let's get to it.
You guys, we're also going to get some back in here too. Your biceps will be quite fatigued. We're supersetting today. I'm grabbing my heavy weights first for 8 reps. Make sure you guys keep those elbows close to your sides and a little more in front of you than back. Next, I'm going to my second set of weights and I'm going to do 10 reps. Next, I'm grabbing my last set of weights. Hopefully you guys have another set. If not, keep that last set and do 12 reps. If you're feeling fatigued, just take a little breather and get a couple more reps in. Next, we're going to grab those heavy weights again. We're going to go into what's called that hammer curl. You want to bring your elbows in as close as you can and pull up, squeeze, focus. You've got this. Clearly, we're burning out the bicep, gaining in some lactic acid in there, so keep pumping, keep pushing. Going to my 10-pound weights for 10 reps. To the 8-pound weights for 12 reps. Nice work, team. I'm going to grab that tube and take those hands just a little bit wider, keeping my elbows in for 20 reps with the tube. You're really working in at the, there's the big head and the little head of the bicep. We're trying to pull the bicep in right by your elbow, squeezing that arm. Now we're moving into the concentration curl with the superset. I've got 15-pound weight, 8 reps. £10 weight. Oh, we're switching arms. So you got 8 reps here. Watch that elbow. Make sure it stays on the thigh, and you want to be able to use your thigh as support. Now we're going to the 10-pound weight. Right arm, 10 counts. Switching sides, 10 reps. To the 8-pound weight, 12 reps. Moving into that back, thank goodness those buys were getting a little tired. I've got it looks like the 8-pound weights, and I'm just rowing back. Make sure you keep that back straight, pull in the core. So I'm going from the 10s to the 8s to the 15s, God bless. Keep pushing. Yes, 15s to the 10s to the 8s on this. So the 15s might be a little hard for your upper back, so just use the 2 lighter weights, or just go as many as you can, maybe to 12 on that upper back. You want to make sure that you're squeezing on the forward and pulling on the back. Watch that neck. Keep your eyes focused on the ground to prevent your cervical vertebrae from coming up. Now we've got a bent over row. I've got my right leg forward, my left leg back, taking that 15-pound and pulling it back, squeezing through the upper back and pushing through the armpit, through the axillary muscle, pulling back with the 10 for 10 reps. To the other side, the 15 pulling back. Try to keep those shoulders forward, your hips forward and square, as in not pulling that elbow and your whole body with you when you pull up. Now we're going to do a standing concentration curl. I'm working with 10-pound weights, just pulling that arm in and up, feeling that bicep because we took a little bit of a break from the biceps. So let's go back. So I'm going from the 10s to the 8s. Just pull in, feel those arms and squeeze. It might, in a crazy way, feel good right now to come back to those bis. You guys think I'm crazy. Now we're going to do an open rear delt. So you're holding the contraction of the bicep and you're doing a rear delt, feeling the upper back, squeezing the upper back right now. Really trying to engage the shoulder blades. We're depressing them and bringing them in toward each other. To a fly. So now we're bending forward flexion, pulling those arms up to shoulder height, squeezing those shoulder blades together. To a bent over row, just pulling those elbows right to the sides, getting a little bit lower into the mid back. From a side view, we're going to do a standing row back. A little bit higher in the back this time. Now for a stretch and a little more work, we're going to take that bent over row with the tubing to a bent over lat pull. Trying to keep those elbows just about shoulder height, maybe a little bit lower, and really squeezing through the lat. So you know the machines in the gym, you'd be pulling down with it seated. This is the same thing, bent over a little harder because you're having to control and contract your abs and sit back into a little bit of a squat. Show your muscles. They only look good when you're flexing. Otherwise, good job, you guys. That's it. Be fit.